Hello, everyone, and welcome to Minus Two Reason, the only podcast that inflicts mental damage upon you the moment you click. I am joined with my co-host Joey Hazard.
Oh no!
Ah!
I had a manual nut.
Oh shoot!
I forgot to actually turn on sound pad. Not that I don't think I even used it much last time, but um, I like to have it there when something goes funny.
When somebody
Um,
redeems 500 channel points.
I actually before we get into our sponsor, I actually increased the prices for those.
How dare you?
It costs now 1,000 channel points to nut.
I see.
And even worse, it now costs 10,000 to see the cat.
You're a fiend. Now,
Uh,
unfortunately, we need to see. So here's the thing. When you start a podcast, you're contractually obligated to read ads. And so we have found a sponsor. And so, Joey, if you'd like to take it away. The sponsor specifically requested Joey. I was kind of hurt by that.
Sorry. Oh, that. I'm sorry. But yes. Funny enough, we are sponsored enough, and it's. I'm gonna be honest. That's a bit weird. It seems a bit hurtful, but it's by the Shiokawa Hospital. Apparently, they made a special office for this.
Oh no.
Are you forgive me, I'm just reading these words and it's horrible. Are you suffering from brain damage, traumatization, paranoia, or even unfortunate suicidal thoughts? Well, doesn't that suck? Medical science can't help you here. Please don't bring your problems to this hospital ever again. Signed, Shiokawa Hospital. Huh. They're not really much of a sponsor.
Our viewers can go to the hospital's website. You can find the link in the description, and you can use coupon code -2reason to get one fund off your next visit. But the thing is, it's with a certain person who's not very reliable, so you may not get your discount. But she swears that she can tend to your minor wounds, for sure. But you're better off just getting a bandage, honestly.
Oh, I think that was silly episode 2. That's the worst thing I've ever said.
It's only gonna
Uh,
go uphill from here.
is it? Is it?
No.
No, I don't. I don't think so. What is happening, Steve? Oh, I'm downloading stuff. Okay, that's probably why that's happening.
Okay.
No, stop updating Dead by Daylight.
Listen, let me tell you about updates, all right?
Uh,
So, you know how I have Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, right?
yeah.
So, the studio that makes that game, they released the game, and it's a huge game, right? Like Pathfinder Kingmaker, it had multiple campaigns that were like 20 hours long each, so you could be playing the game for like 160 hours from what I've heard.
Jesus.
And that's just like to beat it once, not counting all of the choices that you can make in like replaying it. And
What
so
the
they
fuck?
make these massive games. And so it's understandable that the games would have bugs in them.
Oh yeah. I mean, have you
The
played any Bethesda game ever?
but the amount, like the sheer amount of updates for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is comically absurd, right?
Yeah.
Like day one there was a 6 GB patch. And
Okay.
they just released a new patch, not on the main branch, but on the beta branch. And the change log, I was like scrolling through it, not with the mouse wheel, but like with like dragging it. So it was going down pretty quick, but not the fastest it could have gone. There were
Mm-hmm.
so many changes that it literally took me 30 seconds to scroll through them all. With like, you know how you can like hold the middle mouse button and like drag down?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was doing.
Jesus.
So a lot of updates, and I'm waiting for the game to There was one thing in the patch notes that caught my eye, and I'm very upset about it. It
No,
is
okay.
it is no longer possible to launch I can't say this guy's name, like Dilu. It is no longer possible to launch Dilu's corpse into space when killing him.
Okay.
I'm very
First of all,
upset.
what the fuck? Secondly, what the fuck?
I mean, it's true. Like, it is something that they patched out of the game. Never forget what they took from you.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about crazy patches, Sims.
Oh,
You've never okay, have you never seen the video of the man reading off the patches for a Sims game?
maybe that sounds vaguely familiar.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. At least try to get the list. Um, it's absurdly funny.
I
Um,
am more familiar with the hidden notes in the TF2 code. That was also very
oh,
entertaining.
isn't there a thing in isn't there a file in TF2 and it's just a picture? I don't know what the picture is of, but isn't it just a freaking normal ass JPEG? If it gets deleted, the game won't run. I swear there's something like that. It's just a picture of something, but if it gets deleted, for some reason, the game will not start.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Hold on, like uh TF2 JPEG. Oh
Well,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah. It's a picture of a coconut.
what? Okay, I gotta look this
It's
up. T
TF2. It's inside the game files as coconut.jpg. If
coconut.
deleted,
If
hold on.
coconut equal null, run
Yeah,
Team Fortress 2.exe.
yep. If it gets deleted, you can't start the game.
I this is inside the TF2 game files as coconut.jpg. Why? Top comment. I have no fucking idea who put this here, but when I deleted it, the game wouldn't start. Words cannot describe my confusion.
Yep, this is an actual thing.
You
Okay,
fools, the
so
coconut
I,
is
I've
god.
I found the patch note. Now this is from the video, but I'm gonna read it as it plays.
Okay.
It's about a minute long, and I want to explain to you why, and to everyone who's listening, why developers have to do these things, because video games will have the weirdest fucking glitches and bugs. Biggest example I will always remember is the beta for Skyrim.
Oh?
Yeah, when Skyrim like was first announced, like God, I can't even remember what year that was. They keep fucking re fucking posting it. They keep reporting the goddamn game. I don't even remember when Skyrim was released. Um, Skyrim original. I guess I'm just the computer. I just guess I'm Google for today's podcast.
I suppose you are.
Holy fuck! November 11th, 2011.
I remember that.
That's
I
so
remember
old.
that.
I feel old. I'm barely 30. Like literally in March I'll be 30. Um, but yeah, there was a beta for Skyrim.
Okay.
People found a bug that obviously if you steal something or get caught murdering a civilian or whatever, if you get caught doing a crime,
Yeah.
their bounty gets placed on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
People were doing stuff perfectly stealthy,
Mm-hmm.
but it would add a bounty. And it's like, no one saw me. How's that possible? Chickens were reporting crimes. Yes. There were chickens people found in the coding that chickens had the same, like, a similar role to like your regular civilian reporting a crime.
Incredible.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be, hey, you've been detected by something. It would, so if a chicken was staring at you, you would still be considered stealth. But because they were also
Ah,
looking at you at the same time, they could report your crime.
damn.
Yeah, chickens out here be snitches. But that's why these crazy patches, you think there's, why does this get patched? Because crazy shit happens. The
Who knew
Sims is one of the biggest
KFC
ones.
was supporting a criminal empire?
I know, right? So kleptomaniac Sims can no longer steal subway stations from lots.
Huh?
Yep.
Subway stations, as in
Stations.
train
Yes.
state.
Yes.
They just dead ass pocketed a
Yep.
train state. Okay.
Yep. This is for the record. This is for more specifically the Sims 3.
That's
Sims
the
can
one
no
that I have.
longer Sims can no longer woohoo in the elevator with a Sim who is on a different floor.
Um, should I ask what woohoo is?
Sex.
Oh.
The Grim Reaper will no longer be prevented from reaping souls due to band affiliation.
Wait, like music band?
Yeah.
So Grim Reaper's in a band with the boys, won't reap the boys, but he will reap the rival band.
Yeah, maybe.
Nice.
Fix the tuning issue so that Sims now vomit at acceptable levels.
I don't like that one.
It is no longer possible to try for baby with the Grim Reaper.
Cowards.
Someone's been playing too much Hades, and it was me.
Oh my.
Listen, Thanatos is hot. I will say it right now. Become enemies with child wish no longer appears.
So the wish is like the Sims goal.
Yeah.
Become enemy. Oh.
Sims who are on fire will no longer be forced to attend graduation before they can put themselves out.
Uh.
Pregnant Sims can no longer brawl.
Now everybody can play Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That's a.
Oh. Baby Sims will no longer become stuck on a Sim's hand while driving a car.
Baby, take the wheel.
Sims will no longer receive a wish to skinny dip with mummies.
Now, again, that's cowardice.
Okay. This one's hold on.
You need to prepare yourself mentally for whatever this is.
I do, because it's a longer one.
Oh no.
So certain things can happen, like I don't know, because I've played Sims 4 and I've never had it happen. But like I'm assuming certain storms and weather can happen randomly.
Yeah.
This one is a meteor can hit a building. Now, that's not the patch note. That's part of it, but it's saying this event can occur. A meteor can hit a building, which case everyone will run out before the collision. Those who do not exit the building will die. Sims automatically leave if a meteor is approaching. Unless it is a school in which children are not allowed to leave and will always die.
That's a patch note.
That's a patch note.
The children will automatically die.
That's a patch note they had to fix. Because children weren't able to leave school because of a fucking meteor.
I mean, listen, I can excuse dying horribly in a meteor, but I can't excuse truancy.
The comments are losing their fucking minds about the meteor one. So how did you die? Flashback. The bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. There's a meteor coming. Can we please leave? I don't know. Can you?
Oh shit.
I'm proud of you, son. You graduated so fast. Dad, you're on fire. uh, oh,
So that's a thing that
yeah.
exists.
So that's why patch notes can be really fucking weird when you read them. Imagine. Well, I can't say
Imagine.
imagine what cyber.
Imagine.
Imagine still running NOED in 2021. You fucking cowards. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, no one escapes death.
Yep. Screw you, people. I don't know. I streamed Dead by Daylight this Sunday. Funny enough, I actually did not run into anyone who ran NOED. So that's
How dare you run NOED? Anyways, I haven't seen NOED since I started playing the game again.
Yeah, I know, right? I haven't seen it. Uh, but of course, like in the beginning, I'm like, all right, I'm not so salty, and then literally like I ranked up once, and then
Oh
everyone's a
no.
salty player, and it's like not salty. I'm sorry, not salty. Sweaty players.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
swear to you. So my shit got reset, whatever, because it happens every 13th.
That's the best time to play, because you're not gonna get bullied.
Well, yeah, but I ranked up once, and I don't mean progression towards it. I mean I full ranked up once,
Yeah, so did you go from like what, 15 to 14 or
like 4 to 3.
oh. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're pretty high rank then. Because for those who don't know, when you first start playing Dead by Daylight, you start at rank 20 for both Survivor and Killer. And then when you play games and you win and you get pips, which are basically like there's 4 different categories, and based on
Well,
how you do in that game.
I think they changed it
Oh well, I remember
because
the
now it's like
pips.
I know it's like at like for right now it's Ash 4 is what you start.
Ash 4?
Yeah, they gave it like rankings like League now
Oh no. Well, it
because
used to be the
it used to
point.
be 15. It used to be a number system. Yes, I
Yeah,
know what
it
you mean.
used to go from 20 to 1, 20 being new player, 1 being a very good player. And so
Yeah,
Joey's saying 3 to 4, then that's like, you're in the upper tier, the matchmaking echelon there.
yeah, which I've gotten pretty high before, and then didn't play for like almost a year. Um, but no, like yeah, they changed it recently, so it has like a I guess the best way you would call it is it's just another ranking system. It's very similar to League of Legends. Um,
So I can be
I
bronze in both games. Let's go.
listen. There's worse than bronze now in League.
What do you mean there's worse than
Mhm.
bronze?
Yeah, the lowest rank now in League because they changed it. Not I don't know how long ago this was. Uh, they changed it. The beginning rank now is called Iron.
Ah.
Yeah, so now there's even a lower rank. But to be fair, it's not that hard to get out of Iron. It's actually fairly easy. So yes, you'll still be stuck in bronze.
Pain.
Yep.
An app on my phone told me I played to the level of a gold Tululu, but I was stuck in silver.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that gives me righteous indignation to always blame my team.
Yeah.
It's not my fault I died 8 times, it's the mid laner's fault. Anyways, League of Legends is a game that exists.
I thought it was always you blame the jungler.
Oh yeah, jungle diff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I being the jungler sucks. Like I used to play Rek'Sai and Evelynn, and like if you didn't get like 20 kills in the first 1 minute of the game, like people were like, "Wow, you suck. You're an idiot."
I only play tank jungle, which is really easy to do.
Which tank jungler do you play?
Zach.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. When I think of Zac,
Gooman Jones.
like I think of Zac as a laner for some reason. But no, you're completely right. Um, Currently, and by currently I mean the last time I played, which was probably like 7 months ago. I played a lot of Skarner top lane, and I was good at it. I was really good at it.
Gross. Imagine playing Skarner.
Skarner's my boy.
I don't know. I don't know what his ranking is right now. I can actually check.
He's a terrible character that is barely functional. He has the worst
Uh,
laning phase in the game. He does some of the least damage in the game, but he has really good CC. Listen, he's one of the worst characters in the game. I
no,
already know this.
yeah, but like, okay, so there's a website I go to when I'm playing League of Legends, so I can be like, all right, what are the tiers? What items should I run? It's called op.gg.
Yeah.
Really cool website, and it's not just for League. They also have Eternal Return, uh, and thought they had Smite on here, but it's showing me League, Eternal Return, PUBG, and Overwatch for some freaking reasons.
Why does PUBG need like what hero power are you using in PUBG?
Well, if it goes to PUBG, it'll probably show like username rankings. Essentially, that's like a leaderboard.
Okay.
For those ones. But like, so I know people mainly use it for League of Legends, and how do I put this for Skarner?
Like I already know.
He's not even on a tier list because there's not a lot of information. What happens is if no one is using a champion, like it's so low, they can't compile any data for you. So they just put that you can't even click on him. They literally
Wildcard bitches.
they literally
Yeehaw!
gray him out. They literally gray him out and just put RIP on it.
I mean, I was the last Skarner player apparently, and when I stopped playing
I
League, they
guess.
stopped being able to gain data.
Listen, I'm just happy. My boy Zach is tier 3 jungle. And people still.
Literally unplayable.
What do you mean?
Listen, if you don't give me like tier 1 or tier S, absolutely unacceptable.
There's no tier S, it's just tier 1.
Well, he's got to be tier 1. Anything below tier 1 is literally unplayable.
That's. You don't even play League. Shut your fucking mouth.
Where is Lulu on this tier list? My main. I shouldn't say old
Lulu.
main.
Well, she's got to be support, obviously.
Wait, she's not. I played her mid lane.
Well, it looks like the majority of people play her support.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100. All the data on here it shows 100% support, and she's
Oh
tier
no. Hey, it's literally unplayable. Disgusting.
You don't even play. You can't even judge it that much.
Where's my other mid laner, Zoe? How's she doing?
I don't know. You're gonna call it trash.
Well, Zoe is like she was made by the person who made Yasuo, so she's got to be A tier or 1 tier.
Currently in this meta, she's tier 2.
Damn.
So okay, so
At
the
least
tier
Skarner
one,
still
so the
got
tier
me.
ones, so the tier ones for top lane. Like if anyone I don't know. Does anyone care that we're talking about League right now? But if you're so curious, Web, top lane tier 1, Fiora, Aatrox, Camille, Darius, and Poppy.
Oh, great! So you've got you've got Fiora, not the Shrek lady.
Fiona.
You've got Fiora, who is basically like I view every top laner as like a Riven adjacent, if that makes sense.
Oh my god.
Like it no, it's true cuz Riven is a character who she goes ham and she's like a scrappy melee fighter who can pop off. And that's like every single top laner ever, but they're not Riven, so they're Riven adjacent. Fiora is like the shoulder to shoulder with Riven. And then new Aatrox is literally just Riven's edgy persona. I'm not wrong.
You are, because they are nothing alike.
Okay, so Riven, she hop, she smash. Aatrox, he hop, he smash.
Yeah, but he has blood. There's a difference.
True. I suppose there is a
And he's good
difference.
now.
I remember the
uh,
old Aatrox.
yeah, it was ass. So tier 1 for jungle, we have Graves, awesome.
Yeah,
Lee
Graves is
Sin,
cool.
Elise, and Talon.
Yo, Elise, let's go.
Yep. Monster Girls, hell yeah. Mid lane, we have the new
I'm a mastery
champion.
rank 6 Elise.
We have the new champion Vex, who's like I said, brand new. It's a Yordle.
Okay.
It's literally Goth Yordle GF.
Ah,
Talon is not only tier 1 jungle, but he's tier 1 mid.
I hate Talon. All my homies hate Talon.
Another new champion named Akshan.
Oops.
I have no idea who that is. And then of course Katarina and LeBlanc.
A jungle or mid?
Mid.
Okay, so we're on mid now.
Yeah. Bot lane, there's only 2 top tier people.
Oh, I wonder if it's oh god, who would it be? Let me guess. Would it be? Oh god, because I remember when I used to pay attention to competitive league, everybody complained about ADCs. Like everybody just hated ADCs. Like there's ADCs suck. Is it that one girl who's like the Devil May Cry character?
What?
The girl who does the Devil May Cry combos. She starts at like C, then she goes up to B and A, and then like yeah.
No.
Is that no? Is it the bird
No.
girl?
No.
Is it Lucian?
Nope.
It Is it Ezreal?
Nope.
It is an ADC, right? One of them.
Well, yeah, it's bot lane.
Okay, so one is an ADC and the other is a support.
Well, okay. So when it's labeled bot lane, it's talking about ADCs.
Okay.
Because
So,
yes, support is bot lane, but they don't. I don't know, man.
they're weird. I'm trying to think like who Jinx? No.
Nope.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be Jinx. Jinx is bad.
I think
unfortunately.
she's but anyhow, yeah, I'm upset that my boy Jin is tier 3. He's still really good though.
4. He should be tier 4 because the funny number.
Shut up.
Funny number. Okay, last guess.
Shoot 4.
Last guess. Ashe.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay, who is it?
The 2 tier 1 ADCs are Misfortune and Vayne.
Vayne? Really?
Yep. Vayne is
MF kind of makes MF kind of makes sense.
Vayne is bullshit.
Is she?
She's obnoxious.
Can't you just put down a ward and then kill her?
No. It's not that easy.
Huh.
And also, like, she was more obnoxious when she went top lane.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
That and Quinn top lane.
Oh. I did that, actually. I lived
yeah,
that.
Yeah, you're disgusting.
I was the scumbag.
So, and then, of course...
Support.
Yeah, of course, she's still support. There's 4 tier 1s in support, and I'm really surprised.
Leona.
Yes, obviously.
Nautilus.
No,
my boy. Okay.
Nope. He's tier 2.
Damn. Okay, unplayable trash. So let's see. I mean, Leona was obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Leona is Leona. She's like one of the stock standard. It wouldn't be Blitzcrank or Thresh, because I'm pretty sure they both have significant problems.
It's Blitzcrank is up there. He's tier 1.
Really?
Yeah. Thresh is tier 2.
Oh, okay. So, Soraka.
No.
Real okay. Fair enough. I guess she doesn't really bring much other than healing. You probably want more CC.
Mm-hmm.
What about that one new girl, the one with the mecha horse?
She is sadly not tier 1.
I agree. That is sad. Well, I've got two. I got 2 out of 4. Tell me the other 2.
Uh, Maokai.
Really, Maokai?
Yep.
He's not
And
a top laner.
I really want to torment you,
Okay.
but there's no way you're gonna guess what the number. It's not just tier 1. He's top of the list.
He, huh? He.
Yeah.
Zillion.
No.
That's a shame.
I know, right?
There are male supports, huh? That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, Braum. Braum's a freaking support. Did you forget that?
I mean, are you saying you didn't do mid lane Braum?
No.
Huh. You missed out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Is it the bird
So
guy?
no.
Oof.
He's kind of ass.
Really? Oh, that's a
Yeah,
shame. He had
he's
really good CC. I saw him in a
no,
lot
he
of
didn't.
tournaments.
Mm,
Maybe when he first came out, he was busted.
mm. I don't
But
think he was
okay.
ever good.
I know he was good. He was good.
Only good if the ADC picked Zalia.
No, that's not true. He was good.
He
I
could easily be countered.
guarantee you he was good at
He
one
was
point.
easily countered.
No, I
He was-
guarantee you he was good.
Mm.
He was. There was a period of time where I watched
He was never tier 1. Is all I'm going to tell you.
There was a period of time where I watched like every competitive league game, even ones that weren't in my time zone and were in ones that were like off season.
And that's totally fine. And they all make
was...
mistakes. We all do it. Every NA team does. Yeah, I fucking said it. Write it down. But no, you're never gonna guess this, so I'm just gonna tell you.
Okay.
A Mumu.
No.
Yep, he is tier 1.
No,
yep.
you're messing with you're pulling my chain.
I am not.
A Mumu is the best support.
Yeah, as of right now.
I mean, huh.
Yeah. Fucking weird, right?
Yeah. That's a Mumu is a thing.
So
that
congratulations,
exists.
We've been talking about all this dumb shit, and it's been what, 30, almost 40 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, I suppose that's the point, right?
We have lost all of our listeners.
Okay, so now we can get into the real stuff since nobody's listening.
Yeah. Raid Shadow Legends. Let me tell you the strats. I'm just kidding.
Let me tell you about why.
let me tell you how to run Vault of Glass in Destiny 2.
I was gonna say, like, let me tell you about, like, some hot button issue here, but then I realized that I actually don't know hot button issues, so it's like, let me tell you about how Starbucks is doing the thing, because there was a YouTube thumbnail I saw about Starbucks being evil, but I never watched the video.
Starbucks is just evil. You don't have to give me a reason.
What is I've never gotten Starbucks before. Why are they evil?
I have, and I still do, but like,
why are
we all
evil?
support evil corporations all the time. Do you buy things from Amazon? Congratulations, you have just given Bezos money so he can buy more people. I don't know, man. I don't know where I was going. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with this joke.
I mean, joke? I mean, you're basically giving money to Bezos.
I know what we could talk about.
Oh?
And it should have been the first thing we could talk about. Maybe if you edit this, we'll just rearrange the audio. It'll make no fucking sense.
Absolutely not.
We do it live. Why aren't we talking about Panstash finally
shit, you're right.
Something? What is wrong with us?
Okay, yeah. So Panstash is back from the dead. He has risen from the pile of mold. He has climbed his way out. He has finished constructing the world's greatest house located entirely within Poland.
Well, we don't know if he's actually done with that. We're just assuming.
This is my headcanon.
This is the headcanon.
Listen, Panstash has built himself a castle to rival that of like uh I don't know, any castle you can think of that comes to your head. I don't know castles. Do you know a castle? I've never been to a castle before. That's not true. I have.
Okay.
But it's the greatest house to ever be built in Poland, and it will go down in history as that one weird dentist guy made it. And then there's a weird frog poster in the cellar for some reason.
Mm.
That's not a lie. You can go to Panstash's Twitter and see the frog. But yeah, so Panstash broke the 300 plus day silence question mark. No, that's wrong. That's definitely wrong. It was 195 days. And so he broke the silence and he posted 4 screenshots on twitter.com. And to quote somebody, that tweet was the only good thing that happened this year.
Damn, that's fucking depressing.
It is. It really
well,
is.
To be fair, the tweet he posted himself was, "It's been a miserable year. Here's some good news." And it was 4 screenshots.
It was. I just logged on Twitter so that I could describe those screenshots, and I saw your Naruto and Garfield having dinner.
Yeah, no, that's because
that was literally 29 seconds ago.
Yeah, no, thank you, Monster. Thank you, developers at Monster Prom. Yo, when's Monster? Oh shit, what is the next one? I think it's Monster Road Trip. Hopefully that comes out soon. But yeah.
But yes, so Panstash has returned, and by that I mean we'll see him again in 6 months. But he's back. He's teasing an update. From what I remember, he usually teases an update like a couple weeks in advance, so I'm expecting the update to be around Halloween. That's what I'm genuinely expecting. But I mean, this is looking to be the biggest update that World of Horror has ever had, and many people are speculating that this is the push for 1.0. Like that this might even be 1.0, but this could be like the push for 1.0. Which, I mean, admittedly, like going over the content that's going to be in this update, you know, custom characters, custom mysteries, weapon rework, new events, 4 new characters? I'm pretty sure 4 new characters, 3 new... so here's the thing, like, I'm thinking, like, we got Baseball Tomboy, she was announced a long time ago, but she might just be Puppet-chan, I'm not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the 3 characters, the Onyx Medallion Girl, and then we have Bad Stats Man, and then the Stand User. Those are the 3 new characters. Of course, one of those could be Puppet-chan, or the tomboy baseball character, but... Because the only thing that we know about her is that we've seen, like, her character select screen art. We don't actually know what she looks like, so... The 2 two characters like the Stand User or Onyx Medallion Girl, they could both be her, but we're not entirely sure. Bad Stats Man just looks absolutely awful, though. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, we're talking, like, Joey, have you seen this guy?
Yeah, I saw it, and I was just like, there's gotta be a reason the stats are so bad. Like, there's gotta be some added other benefit that the character gets. Like, maybe it's the opposite of, maybe it's the opposite of Miku.
The like, opposite of Miku.
Maybe if his stats are so shitty that he gets a, like, bonus to something. I don't know, man.
I mean, he has a gun.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you don't have to be athletic or smart, charismatic, or particularly quick on your feet if you can just shoot somebody. But he does have the semi-auto, so he does have the GAT. But, I mean, there's like, even more stuff, like the midnight shift the two enemies at the same time? What do you think about that one?
Man, I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot. Like there's going to be a lot in this update, and it's very exciting. I also love how the the Onyx medallion wielder seems to have like her own set of events that is she walks up to somebody and they die violently, and that's interesting because I wonder what that's basically going to do, because I mean you can see it in one of the images. It's like the medallion is like causing you agony, and then somebody tries to help you and then they just explode. And so you
What
can
the
either run away or you can search the remains.
what the fuck?
Which, I mean, if that's not World of Horror, I don't know what is. But there's also the chainsaw no fuel.
Yeah,
That's
no, that was just yeah.
I still love the
That one was
chainsaw
definitely.
announcement. My chainsword is ready, brothers.
Oh man.
Because somebody I think it was directly added. Like I don't know if it was planned before, but when Yashiro the priest was added into the game, somebody said Space Marine run, and then Panstash responded with the chainsaw art, and he said my chainsword is ready. So that's pretty good. But I mean, honestly, like it's the most exciting game news that I've heard all year, and that's including because like here's the thing: the last podcast we did, we did that literally the day before this announcement, and so that's why we didn't talk about it in the last episode. But this episode's being recorded in a post God of War on PC world, and so I'm telling you that uh,
Mhm.
this like update, these four screenshots are the most excited I've been about for a game in like all year. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking rad, dude.
But
Now, I
now,
really hope he doesn't like. I hope it like. Obviously, I want to give him as much time as he needs because it
of
sounds like
course,
he's had a stressful year. I mean, we've all had that. Um, but man, I just hope it's sooner. Um, than I might think because who knows how long it'll actually take to
yeah.
get that updated.
I think that like I mean Panstash has been following a trend for a long time, right? Like I've been following this game since before it came out. And one of the things that I remember is that Panstash would give us an update and then, about the game's development, and then he'd go silent for a long time on Twitter. And nobody was saying that, oh my god, your disappearance was scary, back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like
Now all of a sudden, yeah.
he's been like I mean seriously, he's been following the same pattern since before the game launched. Like there was a period of time where he didn't tweet for almost a year before the game came out. And then he just randomly tweets, "Hey, the game's coming out soon." And then he like linked to the Steam page, right? So, it's just like he has been following this pattern for so long, and we'll get like a major update, and then it will get like a hot fix or two, and then he'll go MIA for like 3 months, 6 months. Like you can check, like, I mean, even the videos that I've done are kind of an example of this because you can see that through the days that we've been playing, that there's just like a 3 month period. Like there's like a 60 or 50 episode period where the game didn't get updated. And then, people are like asking me in the comments section, hey, is Panstash all right? I don't know if Panstash is okay. And I'm like, he's done this before. It's fine. Then we get a major update, and then he disappears for like 6 months. And then I have to say, like, hey, it's fine. He's done this before. He's probably going to do it again. He's not dead. Yizbird Games told us that if he died or the game development stopped, they'd let us know. And then it's like, he drops a new update, disappears, and the game has been growing in popularity. And now people who are new, they haven't seen this cycle before. And so the like top comment or the top reply to Panstash's tweet is saying like, "Holy shit, I'm glad you're all right. The way you disappeared was frightening." And I replied to that and I was like, "Listen, this isn't unusual. This is like normal between updates, and sometimes people need space from the internet." And it's very weird to see, right, how people are like, "Oh my god, Panstash is dead," because after this update he's most likely gonna disappear for like another 3 or 6 months. So are people gonna pull that again? Like, are they gonna be like, "The way you disappeared was frightening," or are they just not gonna care because the update's out? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I've been trying, like, it's a question that I've gotten a few times, like, genuinely, like, it's probably one of the, like, if I search pan stash, or like if I search pan stash in my YouTube comments like archive thingy, I'll get like 5 or 6 results from people saying like, "Hey, is pan stash dead?" Which is a weird thing to ask me, because I've
Right.
if if I walk past pan stash on the streets, I would not know a thing. Like, I've never talked to him. I have no communication with him.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, it's just weird, right? Like, it's just like, I don't mean to be a bummer. Like, the new update's super exciting and I'm super happy about it, but it's just weird that people are like, "It's frightening that you disappeared," when it's like, he's been doing this since before the game launched, and he's probably going to keep doing it if the game's going to get more updates after this. Like, this, if this is 1.0.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's basically all I had to say on that.
Yeah. No.
Oh, sorry. Suddenly, somewhere, Emmerdale seems to have disappeared. We'll go back to it as soon as we can, once we've found it.
I would like
Alright.
to apologize. I felt a compulsion to leave my house, which was a good idea because it was shortly hit by a meteor. I am coming at you live through the power of a laptop. So, anyways, welcome back from the
What the
Emmerdale.
Can't tell if you're being serious or. I'm kidding.
So, while you were gone, I found the most beautiful "Am I the Asshole" post I've ever seen.
Oh no.
And I have no idea why Reddit is on this woman's side. I read the post and I think she's the asshole completely. We'll get to it later. We're about
Mhm.
48 minutes in. So we'll
Yeah.
get to it later, but I have no idea why most people are saying either everyone sucks or not the asshole, because this woman is insane. But it is a certified Reddit moment. But anyways, it has 13K upvotes and several awards. This is, when you give somebody an award on Reddit, that's like giving them money, right? Like, you're spending money to give them an award.
In a sense, yeah.
I Okay, yeah.
I
The
believe so. Like,
wholesome award. No. It has a wholesome award. That has to be ironic wholesome. Only one facepalm. 19 hugs. Absolutely disrespectful. So anyways, I was thinking, while I was sifting through the ash and the rubble of the house, that perhaps we could talk about a mutual interest that is a game that I don't play. Because we've both been
oh,
playing it, and we've both made quite a bit of progress from what I understand.
I thought we were going to talk about drug muling fine, but yeah, no. What are we talking about?
I mean, we can talk about that if you want.
No. What's the game?
Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, skip.
Just hit
I'm
L on the keyboard to fast forward the
I'm
podcast.
I'm just kidding.
So you have been doing. So originally you were an archer.
Yeah, because I was gonna be a bard because I'm like I want to see what that I want to make a bard, and I'm like kind of want to actually have my character be the witch that I wanted her to be, so I went towards um thaumaturge, which then of course went to black mage.
Yeah. And
Um,
you beat A Realm Reborn as Black Mage, correct?
yes,
I don't think I was in your Praetorium run, were you? Did you do that alone, or did you do that with Rachel?
I don't remember. No, Rachel helped me out with that.
Yeah. 40 minutes. 45 minutes of
Mhm.
a dungeon. That's certainly a dungeon. But yeah, so you beat A Realm Reborn as a black mage. And then when you got to Heaven's Word, you pulled out the Gat, from what I
Y-
understand.
yeah, so what I did was I saw a mission for machinist, and I'm like, I can do this because I forgot Heaven's Sword is free now, and that means I have access to uh play that
Machinist,
class.
Astrologian, and Dark Knight.
Yeah, I have no interest in playing Astrologian or Dark Knight, but I'm like, all right, I can use a gun, I guess.
And so
And
the
yeah, so
witch
I went,
pulled
I
out the
became a
Gat,
gun witch. Yeah, my witch now uses guns.
which is actually something you can do in Endwalker. If you don't mind playing a healer, you can be a gun wizard. You can.
What?
Yeah, there's a new class or a new job called Sage, where you
Well, I know
have.
there's Reaper.
Well, Sage is the other new class. And it's literally, I kid you not, you have 4 like robot drones that fly around you, and they can shoot bullets. And they can also heal because you're a healer. And it's actually really cool because you can use them like wings to boost you around the environment. But they're guns. They shoot a lot. And you can also fire a giant deadly laser as well.
Oh,
Indeed. I'm gonna play it eventually because I want to play all the healers, but I'm not gonna play it anywhere near Endwalker's launch because I'm pretty sure Sage is a barrier healer, which means that you need somebody like a white mage or a day attuned astrologian to back you up for like good heals. So
right.
I'm gonna stick as white mage. White mage is gonna be my primary job for Endwalker, which
Dude.
is at the time of this recording 34 days, I think.
Mm,
But subtract 14 days because that's when you'll be viewing this episode.
yeah, that's about right.
So you've been doing. So you want to do the MSQ of Heaven's Word as machinist, right? Or at least have the option. So you've been grinding in the Palace of the Dead.
Yeah, I wanted to at least get to 50, and then I was probably gonna do the main story as machinist, but I'm like, I don't know if that's what I really want to do.
Well,
Because I'll tell you this, I definitely need more practice because of the simple fact that it's definitely a lot more buttons I have to press.
yeah, this is your first combo job, right? Because I don't think Black Mage has
Yeah,
combos, right?
Black Mage doesn't have combos, but they have like ability triggers. So it's like, hey, I cast this fire spell. Oh, by the way, I can cast this even harder, like stronger fire spell uh, for free because a thing triggered for it. That's fire starter, for example. Um,
Ah,
it's not really a combo. It's just, hey, like I could do this for free.
yeah.
All I have to do is make sure I keep casting fire, stay in ley lines, and then I now have the ability to. Well, I was gonna get the ability, but I just have to continue on with the quest to get to the next area, so I can do like Blizzard 4 and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah,
But then instead of continuing the quest, I just went ahead and it started grinding machinist.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair. So you've been grinding machinists by doing the Palace of the Dead, which is something that I did on stream a while back, and you're actually like 20 Aether Pool ahead of me, which
Mm-hmm.
you've been grinding, like you've been schmoovin'.
I did say I wanted to get to level 50, so
Yeah, no, you're going. So you're at level 47 now.
48.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah, 2 more levels. Which is funny because it's like, well, how am I gonna do that tomorrow? And then I realized, shit, I gotta like when we're done here, I still have to edit
Oh no.
/ export a video, and it's like late, and I really don't care.
I've been actually recording. I have a couple of things to render after this as well, but I've been recording my World of Horror episodes actually late, like during the day that they're supposed to go out, because I normally do them a day in advance so they can get up at 11:45 a.m. CST. However, I have since decided that because the update could drop any day now, that I might as well just record it on the day so that in case the update does come out, I can just like record that instead. There's an ongoing bit about it where it's like every day I wake up, every day I open Steam, every day I get an update for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, every day I close Steam. Because, I mean, I'm just waiting for that update. I don't really care about anything else, to be honest with you. Although I am keeping depth up to date in case Plungerhead wants to do more of that. But what I've been doing recently is I've been playing No One Lives Under the Lighthouse, and I got stuck, actually. And I'm mad.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna play the game? Yay or nay?
What game? I'm sorry, I blacked out for a second.
No One Lives Under the Lighthouse.
That's the
Which
actual
is,
name of the game?
yes. It's a little bit of
Okay.
a strange title, you see, because I would assume just regularly that no one lives under the lighthouse, but you went and said it. You went ahead and just said it. So it's like, uh-huh. For sure, for real? You're sure about this? But it's quite a good game so far. And however, I got stuck.
I don't know if I heard of that one, so I wouldn't know if I'd be playing it or not.
Well, where I got stuck is technically how to solve the quote puzzle unquote, but it's not really a puzzle, it's just common sense. So I'll tell you anyways. There's a part in the game where every day when you wake up, you have to clean up your house because it gets dirty because it's like raining constantly. You're like tracking mud into the house and everything. So you wake up one morning and there's a hole in your roof. And so you're like, and so you go out to the shed and you get nails, you get a hammer, you get wooden planks, you grab the ladder. And so what I assumed you were supposed to do was set up the ladder, get on the roof, use the wooden planks, use the nails, use the hammer, fix the hole in the roof. And I ran around. Like, I was like 4 minutes late for this recording. I ran around the house holding that goddamn ladder for like 15 minutes. I tried it on all of the windows. I tried it on the back of the house where there's like a pile of logs. I was running around with this ladder and I could not for the life of me figure it out. And I was going insane. And so after I quit the game, I looked up a guide and the guide says, put the ladder on the window. And I was so mad because that's what I had been trying to do for 15 goddamn minutes. And
that is too good.
So I think my game probably bugged out. But one of the episodes for No One Lives Under the Lighthouse that I did is literally just me wandering around the island where the lighthouse is, just going absolutely
just
crazy,
losing your fucking mind.
No, yes, there was a point where I grabbed a bucket of soup and I climbed the lighthouse. I went outside and I went to the seagull and I was like, "Would you like a bowl of soup?" And yeah, that's just a sneak peek of how absolutely crazy I went. And you know, it is what it is.
No one moves under the lighthouse. I wonder if this is in reference to, like, depending on when it was released, in reference to the actual, like, Lighthouse movie.
Oh, the one with Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, and then Pat Pattinson, whatever, the guy who played in Twilight as Edward.
Oh, Edward. Yeah, Edward.
Mm-hmm. Robert Pattinson.
I don't know who that is, but yeah.
I think that's no. I think that's his name.
Listen,
But yeah, no, I wonder if it's in reference to that movie.
I have no idea.
Because I'm looking at it right now. It's definitely giving me similar vibes.
Does that movie have eldritch monsters?
It's it's mentioning like two like lighthouse keepers going insane. It doesn't have
Ah.
monsters, but it's them going insane. It's very like,
So they don't get their heads
it's
torn
very
off,
low.
right?
Well, there's some weird mermaid haunting them too, but I think, like I said, it's part of them going insane.
Ah.
I think they, like, spoilers. I think they do end up killing each other.
I've never seen the
don't-
movie. I'm probably never gonna watch it.
It's almost like an art house project. The whole thing's in black and white. It's very weird. There's masturbation in it.
Well,
not kidding.
before you said that, I was about to say that sounds exactly like the kind of thing that I would like, but I'm rethinking that sentence in my mind because you just added
better.
that.
Oh, if it makes
extra
you feel better. They
detail.
don't really show it, so hey, there's that.
I don't want to mentally picture Willem Dafoe doing that. All right.
Yeah, well.
Now the Twilight guy, I understand.
No, the worst part is now you are.
I have an incredible ability not to imagine things like that. I have a very powerful control over my imagination. So
I can ruin that right now.
I mean, you already have with something truly horny.
I literally was gonna say something truly horny.
And that's, like, here's the thing. I can block out the mental image, but I can't block out the literal image that Panstash retweeted of Playboy Bunny something truly evil. That was not okay.
Know, that was amazing.
the duality of man. That was not okay. That was amazing. You know, people in my Discord server are plotting a World of Horny mod, and I'm very upset, but they're not technically breaking any rules, so...
No, are they really?
They really... You can go. I don't know if it's in World of Memes or meta and strategy, but they're, like, talking about, like, what should... I can't say those things, unless Susan Wojcicki will kill me. She's over there sharpening the axe, to be honest with you. But,
Fight me, Susan.
To be honest, no, Joey, you can say that on your YouTube channel and you can say that on your Twitch, but you're not saying that on my YouTube channel.
Fair enough.
No, you're good. You're good.
1v1 me, Rust. Let's go.
1v1 Rust interventions only.
Intervention stopping power.
Oh hell yeah. But no, like, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really bother me. And they're not, like, posting anything explicit yet, so, I mean, I might tell them to take it to the Eldritch Swamp if they keep going, but... I do want to say that, like, the Eldritch Swamp is actually, like... It briefly invaded general chat in the World of Horror forums, and I was very... It was sketchy. It was very sketchy. What's that professor thing that gave you that soundbite that you like to have?
Bussy.
Yeah, what was that about?
Professor Lando.
Yeah,
I could actually play the full 17-minute clip if you really are curious.
No, I'd rather not. But
he was talking about now this is something I only found on TikTok. It's not really on his YouTube, although he talks about the same topic on his YouTube.
Okay.
Which I'm sure it's just him taking his, because he's a Twitch streamer technically.
Oh.
Yeah, he actually, like, like I actually just full on Twitch streams about these topics, and then clips in goes to YouTube, and
Is he an
TikTok.
actual professor?
I don't know.
-2 reason.
It's -2 reason plus
Get him
whatever
on the
doom.
podcast.
You kidding me? That'd be dope. That being said, I am looking at questionable things. I'm
So it was
concerned for my
submissive,
sanity.
and
It was submissive and breedable.
So if I told you that the general chat of the official World of Horror forums was debating on who the most submissive and of the characters were, and
no.
Koigi was one of the top picks, what would you think about that?
Oh my god. I don't even wait. See the one with the camera?
Yes.
Isn't he like the least used character?
No, that's Haru, I'm pretty sure.
Really? Even I would use Haru over him.
Another top contender was Moriko as well.
I mean, I wonder why. Because Moriko's awesome? No.
And then
wait, hold on.
The topic was brought up, who said it had to be human kids? And then it got weird.
Yeah, no shit. Wait, hold on. Man, you know what's fucked up is I'm gonna say this character and it's like, now I'm the fucking weirdo.
Okay.
It's like, why did no one say Mizuki?
Well, I think Mizuki's like the obvious character, right? Like
I said that horribly. Holy shit. I just realized Mizuki.
Oh, that's what you
Mizuki.
meant, the pronunciation. I have no idea. I could be pronouncing it wrong. It could be
I don't know, man.
I thought you were talking about how like that sentence sounded overall, but you were actually just correcting yourself grammatically.
Both of it sound fucking weird.
We're talking about something that is absolutely -2 reason. No, this is -4
something
reason.
truly horny. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. So, anyways, the World of Horror community needs to get hit by a horny bat.
The fucking the horny nuke.
The horny nuke.
Yeah. I'm so confused. I just don't know anymore.
I'll tell you, like, listen, here, this is the perfect pivot. It's the scene from Harry Potter, Harry looking into the mirror, and Professor Dumbledore saying, "No, Harry, Goizo's there." No. He says that
Spoilers.
it shows us nothing more or less than the deepest, most desperate desire of our hearts. And then it's Bloodborne at 60 FPS.
It's Bloodborne on PC.
At 60 FPS. It's absolutely beautiful.
I mean, if we could get Blighttown at a permanent 60 FPS, we can get Bloodborne there, man.
True, but I mean, we got God of War, okay? So if we got God of War, we can get Bloodborne. There's no reason not.
I know, right? But like FromSoft, come on. I don't give a shit about your next game. Just give us more goddamn Bloodborne.
Aren't you extremely excited about Elden Ring?
I actually am kind of like excited for it. It looks dope.
Have you signed up for the test yet?
I have not. I've been so freaking damn busy. I don't have time to do extra shit.
You want to talk about? I mean, this isn't necessarily busy. This is just forgetfulness.
Yeah.
I didn't know that checks could go stale.
Check, like actual like money checks.
Yeah, money checks.
Yeah, they're only good for not 90 days. I think they're good for only 180 days.
6 months. Yeah, so here's an interesting thing. If a check says that it's good for 90 days, that's a lie. It's good for 6 months. And if if it's a treasury check, then it's good for a year. But yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that checks could go stale. So I'm
checks have expiration dates.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I'm down like a redacted amount. That's kind of a bummer. But no, I just forgot about it. Like It was just sitting there, and then I'm like, I'll cash it later.
You can't get another one.
Who knows?
Well, I guess it depends on who. Well, I guess it depends on what it's for, because they could, like, if it was for a refund or something and there's no proof that it got cashed or something, then they can authorize another one. You would just have to make that call.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I actually already asked them about it. Like, I called them, and I was like, hey, can I cash this check? And they were like, yeah, go for it. And then I went to the bank, and I cashed the check, and they're like, hey, sorry, it's stale. So we can't do that.
Yeah, so now you gotta call them again and say, yo, my bank said no. Give me
Let me ask my bank.
another.
They said no. But, yeah, no, it's, I mean, it's not a huge deal, it's just kind of a bummer, and it's also a life lesson.
Yeah,
But
but money's money, man. Like, I'd freaking see if you can get another one.
I'm in the process, but it's not something that's gonna happen overnight.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Because, I mean, like, literally talking about something that happened, like, earlier today. So,
Oh, okay.
there actually was a check that I got last year that I just decided to never cash because it was super sketchy. I got it in the mail from somebody I didn't know, and it was addressed to me, and I'm like, what the hell is this, dude?
It's just you've been infected with anthrax.
So it's just been sitting on my shelf for like a year and a half now, and I'm just like, I'm not touching that thing. It's scary. I maybe like I
Is it just a letter?
well, it was a letter that had a check in it from somebody that I don't really know. Like I know them, but I don't know them, right? Like,
Oh, I'm curious. How long have you had it?
I've had it for almost a year and a half, but it showed
Oh,
up, and I'm thinking the only thing that it could possibly be is if they were getting sued and then they were sending out checks to try to get like people to not like, if you accept this check, you waive your right to sue or something. Like, that is the only thing I can possibly imagine.
let's say, who are you suing?
I'm not suing
And
anyone. It just
and how
showed up
much?
at my door.
How much was it for?
It was like $30.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just letting it sit there. I like, listen, a check from somebody that you don't like. I mean, you've heard of them and you've like met them like once. Like, a check from that person showing up at your door, and then it has like, no, I feel like that's actually like, that's going to the witch's tree and asking for 2 funds. Like, I'm gonna have holes in my hands by the time I get home from the bank.
What, you don't do that?
What, you don't get wallet from the witch under the tree? Joey, have you already been cursed 3 times? Can you not go back to the tree?
I realized that in an episode
Oh.
I made. I was like, why can't I go back to the tree? And I never knew. So I was like, oh, maybe I just can only do it so many times. Only finally realizing, shit, I can only do it 3 times.
So yeah,
fun
anyways.
fact. Fun fact, don't spam tree.
Yeah, because every time you go back after the 3rd time, it's plus 2% doom.
Yeah.
So it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I always end up fucking myself over, but
Okay. So, unless there was another topic you wanted to bring up, are you ready for Am I the Asshole?
Ligma.
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
Alright.
That's such a good bit for me, because if you put another celebrity's name there, I actually could say that unironically. Like, I know who Steve Jobs is, but if you were like, oh, here's music person who made famous song that got 100 million views, I would be like, who the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, we all have to remember that Webweaver likes to live under a goddamn rock.
The only reason I know who Willem Dafoe is because he was in Beyond Two Souls.
That offends me deeply.
Okay, he was
That's the
also
only way. That cannot be the only reason you know who Willem Dafoe is.
So I did see him outside of that game. He was in Spider-Man as the Green Goblin,
Okay,
but
yes, I'm glad you know that at
I
least.
didn't know that that was Willem Dafoe. I knew the first time I heard the name Willem Dafoe as an actor was from Beyond Two Souls.
Oh.
So my range of knowledge is so randomly chaotic that whether or not I know about something is like a genuine question. Because I do indeed live under a rock. I found out about, I mean, I actually don't even remember her name, but I found out who she was because of the parody Fireworks song. I don't even, that's disrespectful that I don't even remember her name. But I first heard of her because a YouTuber made a parody song about her song.
Huh.
But anyways,
I don't know what to do with you anymore, man.
I mean, we're here, we're chatting, we're talking. You may not know what to do, but here we are.
The only other thing I know is that Deltarune is free. Get it? It's good.
I have a friend who really likes the merchant guy Spamton.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me a video of like a VR chat murder thing where Spamton is just running around with a knife trying to stab people.
Yeah,
All
there's a
while
scene.
Big Shot plays.
Oh my god, Big Shot.
So you want to be a
there's a
Big Shot?
there's a fucked up like theory now.
Theory.
I'll make this quick. Little spoiler alert if you haven't played it. So at the end of of chapter 1, like the main character Chris shows him ripping his heart out and like doing something with it.
Yeah, that's
the kid is
Persona
clearly
AF.
yeah, like the kid is clearly tormented and torn by something, but we don't know. Well, that you want to be a big shot. That guy's a secret boss.
Oh, he's the secret boss?
He's the secret boss.
Everybody loves him.
Yeah, oh yeah, everyone loves him. But if you play him, it talks about like being a puppet, being controlled by something unknown. You don't know if you have free will, and it's really affecting the main character. And it makes you think, okay, there's a theory that he's clearly being controlled by something. He's, depressed
by
about something.
you.
Yeah. And then there's a part where after you do that, if you use your phone in game, it sends you like weird signals. And it's like it gets to like to really creepy portion. There's also a scene in that game where the character named Queen is trying to hide in an alley and is above the other character Noelle, and Noelle's just staring up, and it's just like, all right, people are gonna make tons of pictures of this. It's just ass, because essentially there's could it be ass in face? That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't know anything about Deltarune Chapter 2, but the queen is that lady that everybody likes, right? The smug one.
And one of the best screenshots of her is her text dialogue, and it shows her face smiling, and because she's just got like like a black visor, it looks like there's just her smiling, and on the visor it'll say Lamau. But yeah, go ahead with am I the asshole?
Okay, here we go. So I have a selection for you because while we were evacuating from the meteorite, I found one that, I mean, we might have to do a double feature. I might want to do both.
Nice.
But which one would you like to do? Am I the asshole for rewarding my daughter for all A's in her exam, tagged asshole? Or Would you like to do Am I the asshole for changing my baby's name despite promising my dead husband's family I'd name the child after him?
What in the
Tag
fuck?
everyone sucks.
What in the fuck? What do you mean? We're doing the first one. We're doing the
Okay.
first one.
First one first.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. My younger daughter, 12, has ADHD, inattentive type. She isn't bouncing off the walls, stereotype. Rather, most of her struggles go on in her head. She finds it extremely difficult to focus on schoolwork, zones out frequently, etc. She recently had an exam and managed to score an A for every subject. This was the first time she has achieved this, so my husband and I were very proud of her. Brought her out to dinner, plus got her a bicycle, something she wanted for a while. My oldest daughter, 15, was upset at our favoritism because she's always been a straight A student and we never, quote, showered her with praise, unquote, like we did with her sister. I tried to explain to her that her sister faced difficulties that she never had, and I asked her to be more understanding. Plus, I also reminded her that we always brought her out for nice and expensive dinners whenever she came back with good results. We got in a bit of an argument, and she kept bringing up the bike, even though I repeatedly stated that it was a perfectly reasonable reward. Things have been tense between us. My husband agrees with me, but my mother tells me that I'm playing favorites. My mother tells me I'm the asshole, which I really don't, which I really don't think I was or am.
Mom just doesn't give a shit.
It's also worth mentioning that the only difference in the way I treat my daughters is that I'm actually more strict with my youngest because she needs more prompting to start and finish tasks. Am I the asshole? Tagged asshole.
What the fuck?
Is Reddit crazy?
Well, yeah. Really? Really? You need to ask that question?
No, I don't. Reddit's insane.
Reddit is horrid with people, and you think like Twitter and Tumblr was bad. Nah, man, Reddit is just. Reddit is a nicer version of 4chan. Yeah, I said it. Write it down.
I think you're onto something here, actually.
It's just.
But I would like to amend that statement. It's 4chan, but the slurs get you banned.
Oh, that's so fucked. But yeah, it is. Yeah, that's true, I guess. But
So-
no, I don't. Man, I don't think they're the asshole. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Like that's just such a weird. I think your child is just being a brat. That's all I'm gonna say. Can child be the asshole be an option?
I mean, I'm pretty sure not the asshole is just sort of like the implication that the opposing side is the asshole. I mean, I just think like, I mean, you have a kid who's struggling in school, and then it's like they do well in school, so you're like, hey, you want to go out to dinner and you want to get that bike that you wanted. It's like that's positive reinforcement. It's like, I love this though. The top commenter who has Reddit's insane 9,000 upvotes with multiple awards, who is a part ass ipent. You're the asshole. If your 15-year-old is a straight A student and they just get dinner, and the 12-year-old does well in one exam and gets a bike, of course the 15-year-old is going to be upset, even if your younger daughter has ADHD. 9,000.
No, that Redditor is wrong. Let me tell you something right now.
Okay.
Who gives a shit? Like that just means you raised a brat. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, oh, they're 15. Of course they're gonna be upset. When I was 15, I walked everywhere. I had a bike, but even then, like, I walked most places. Like, who the fuck has like? I'm not gonna say who fuck has a bike at that age when even people like my age now still bike. But what I'm saying is, like, as a teenager, I don't think. I think you're just. I think honestly, I think your teenager's a fucking brat. Like, I think that's all it is. your 15-year-old is just a whiny brat. Because they should know that, like, if their sibling has issues,
They need to be a
th-
supportive family member.
they need to have be extra support. That's that's like the equivalent of like complaining that you are a normal functioning. I shouldn't use normal because that sounds mean, but like a functioning human being that can physically do a job, but then you get pissy because hey, this person who physically can't do a job is getting extra support and aid for that. Well, I want aid. Well, no, you don't get it because you can actually do shit. You don't need extra help. So fuck you for complaining about a bike. I'm gonna say not the asshole.
I mean, it's not even like the work aspect of it, right? It's like two people accomplished a similar goal, and one person who does not accomplish that goal regularly got a reward for it. You know,
Right.
it's like, I mean, I'm definitely gonna go not the asshole. I think Reddit is insane, and
Reddit is definitely insane.
I think that top commenter is the 15-year-old.
That is the only thing that would make sense because anyone who truly believes that this person's an asshole is one a bad parent. I'm gonna call it out right now. You're a bad parent, or you're just an idiot. Like,
I mean, to be fair, most of the people on Reddit probably, well, I shouldn't say probably aren't parents, but anyone can be a Redditor. So it's important to note that, like, probably like the 9,000 people who think OP is an asshole, like a significant chunk of them might actually be like kids.
yeah. Because
Also, there's
that's the
an
problem with
edit.
these situations because it's clearly biased.
Oh yeah, it's clearly biased, but the edit just makes it so much better. The oldest has a bike.
Oh, then yeah, no, definitely not the asshole. Then not the asshole. Like what the shit? So let me get this straight. The oldest one, who's being the brat, already had a bike, and they're complaining that the youngest got a bike. Yeah, no, your child is just a shithead.
Well, I mean, we are talking about a child, so I wouldn't go as far as
No,
that,
shithead.
but
you are
I'll
a
stay
whiny
with
brat. Complaining about not getting a bike. You have a bike. Shut up.
I'll stick with the why does some of the comments, oh, the comments glow red because they have a special award.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically Reddit is giving special awards to people who are calling the person an asshole. Incredible. So, yeah, I think it's pretty unanimous here in the -2 Reason podcast. We are the voices of negative reason, so take
I was
that
gonna
with
say we are the voices of reason. Hold up.
take that what you will. Maybe Reddit is right and we're wrong, but who knows? So now to end the podcast, are you ready for Am I the Asshole for Changing My Baby's Name? Because during the break, I read this and I went crazy over it.
Yeah. This should be good. So like the verdict here is that everyone's asshole, like you said, right?
Everyone sucks, but I believe that You Are the Asshole has less than Not the Asshole. Like, I think there's more Not the Assholes than You Are the Asshole, if that
Yeah,
makes
well,
sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, let's figure this out.
Okay. Am I the asshole for changing my baby's name despite promising my dead husband's family I'd name the child after him? I lost.
Yes, thank you for stopping with -2 reason. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I lost my husband due to inverse ghosting when I was about 3 months. Don't let that affect your judgment against me, though. After he
Okay.
died,
Hold up. I
Yeah.
need to stop you right now. What in the fuck is inverse ghosting?
Okay, if you look up the technical name for inverse ghosting, it is the name of a certain beer brand that Susan Wojcicki gets really mad if you call out in a video. The
What?
the
Really?
global hootenanny.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me later. But yeah, go on.
I mean, it's just the global hootenanny, the thing that everybody's dealing with. The
Oh.
reason why the year sucks.
Oh, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Right.
Exactly. Her husband was killed by the Backstreet Boys. Listen, I think OP's the asshole, and so I feel bad about making that joke.
Oh my god, you're a terrible person. Go on.
Don't let that affect your judgment against me, though. After he
Too late.
died, my mother-in-law, thought it would be a great idea to name the baby after him if it was a boy. I agreed at the time because I was so overwhelmed with emotion. She said it would be like he's still here, in a
That's
way.
weird.
When my
Just saying,
son...
that just sounds weird. Like, I get the sentiment of it. No, that sounds weird. I'm just gonna be honest. That sounds
Well,
weird.
the direct quote, she said it would be like he's still there in a way.
Yeah, still.
When my son got here, even though I still wanted to honor him, I'm not sure I wanted to name the baby after my husband. I feel like that's just sticking to the past, and that my baby should be his own person. So I gave him a different name on his birth certificate. When I made the announcement on Facebook that baby Lucas had arrived...
You already... Oh, I mean, you would have posted on Facebook regardless, but, like, posting stuff like that on social media is already going to cause a firestorm. But go on.
I started getting confused comments from my mother-in-law. She called me a few hours later asking why I had broken the promise. I told her my reasoning and that I just wanted to move on in a healthy way. That I felt like calling my husband's name when referring to my son would hurt me and make the process harder. Now,
That I agree with. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where it could be weird, because that right there.
Yeah, fair enough.
But fair, go on.
Now, she didn't yell at me, but she did say how disrespectful it was to my husband to not include him in my son's life in some way. She also brought up the fact that I had not even told her or his extended family that I changed my mind. I told her that I personally didn't feel like I needed to, as she was just my mother-in-law, not my husband. That's when she raised her voice, said she had been waiting all this time to meet her grandson, and now she doesn't even want to see him. I said that was fine, and I hung up. I do feel bad that I didn't honor the promise, but I feel like I don't owe her or anyone anything. Am I the asshole?
I'm gonna say, okay, so I want to say no, but to be fair, it is kind of shitty that you didn't give at least her a notice of, hey, I kind of changed my mind. I will say it does kind of make you shitty for that, but that's why I'm probably gonna still teeter towards everyone sucks, because it is more that you're not the asshole, but a little bit of everyone sucks. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
Like,
But
I'm having a hard time deciding, because, like, I don't think it's that bad. I think I don't know. It's just, I think it's really shitty that all of a sudden, like, hey, I don't want to see my grandson anymore. That's out of my life. Because why? It's not the name you wanted. That's a really shitty reason to, like, cast away a family member that doesn't have a choice
Oh yeah.
with what they're named. So fuck you.
You know what?
Go
Like,
on.
I like how you put it, but I have a hard line, okay? And if you cross that line, I'm gonna do the worst thing that I possibly can. On Reddit, say YTA to your post.
YTA.
You're the asshole.
Oh, you're the asshole. Okay.
I think the absolute, like, insanity of not, like, you know, maybe I have a different family and, like, extended family than OP, but the idea of being like, yo, I'm gonna communicate with everyone publicly on Facebook and then make...
Oh yeah, no,
like,
that was a bad idea.
and then make, like, half of my family look like idiots because they were expecting a different thing, right? Like, if you post important life details on Facebook to me, that's a red flag because Facebook is like a hellscape. But then
Yeah.
you announce your baby's name on Facebook, and it's like not what your family was expecting, so then they publicly comment that's like, hey, did you change your mind, like what's going on? These are like the grandparents of your son, like
Mhm.
you're making them look like an idiot, and that's probably like really embarrassing. So I will definitely say, like, I mean, you know what, after what you said, I'm leaning more towards everyone sucks, but
It's definitely in this one. It's easier to say everyone sucks because that way you could just point the finger at everybody, and it
you
does
don't
seem like
have
a
to make
cop
a
out.
decision. Just sit on the sidelines.
Yeah, but to be fair, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you probably one shouldn't do public shit like that. Like, there's clearly a time and a place to say stuff, and Facebook is a terrible, terrible. Like, any social media is a terrible place to post stuff like that. You could have easily just said, "Hey, yeah, no, the baby's been born, blah blah blah." But even not even that. Like, you could have waited.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I think
Facebook
the
doesn't
problem
need to
is
know everything about your life.
exactly. I will still agree that it is kind of shitty that, like, hey, I didn't warn the mother-in-law at the time, and I probably should have said something. I will agree with that, but her reason behind it makes sense because it's like I'm gonna call him by his father's name who had passed. It is gonna feel awkward, and it's probably gonna break her heart if she did that.
Oh yeah.
So so I understand her reasoning. I think it was just poorly executed. That's why I want to say everybody sucks, but I probably would I would forgive her a lot, honestly. And I would just say, like, she's not the asshole, but I'm on the fence. So I think it's safe to say everyone kind of sucks in their own way, mostly the other family, but, well, at least the mother in law.
Yeah, like
To cast away your only grandson uh, of, you know, of your son who has passed away, you're gonna cast away the only thing that's left of him because it doesn't have his name. Yeah,
yeah.
you're kind of a bitch.
Yeah, no, that I think that is definitely very rude. But the thing that I keep going back to is the mother-in-law brings up, she also brought up the fact that I had not even told her or his extended family that I was changing my mind. I told her personally that I felt like I didn't need to, as she was just my mother-in-law. Like that, like you're an asshole for saying that. Like that's you putting yourself, like you're writing yourself in presumably the best way that you can in the situation, and you still sound
Mhm.
like an asshole. Right, like I like you, like if you wrote something like that, I think you just like delete it, right? Like you'd just be like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I
I
think,
mean, people are too blind to see, stupid things, and sometimes it's
do people not proofread?
no, they don't.
Damn, I'm an anomaly then. I like listen, when I make a tweet, I will like rewrite that tweet. Like I'm neurotic about it. I will write that tweet like 30 times. And
Yeah,
then
no,
I will
I
read it
get
back
it.
to myself like 40 times before I hit post. That's why I just retweet a lot, is because then I don't have to think about writing a tweet. Right? Like I hate Twitter. Twitter is awful. And Facebook's bad too.
See, Web,
Yeah.
you've got to remember these are just simple. These are just simple people. These are people of the internet, the common clay
The
of web
common
browsing, morons.
Oh no. Oh,
Shout out to a reference to Blazing Saddles.
I
That
just
is an interpretation of a line of one of the best lines in that entire movie.
the
Um,
common clay. That's good. I
yeah,
like that.
yeah. The line itself. If you, I doubt you've ever seen that movie.
Oh, absolutely. I have no idea what you even said. Like
It
Blazing
is.
Saddles, is that a thing in
It is.
Minecraft?
No, shut up. It's a very
Never.
old movie. It if you watched it now, it definitely couldn't be recreated today.
Oh, is it
yeah,
like a Tropic
there's
Thunder
some
situation?
there's some words in it because it is Old West, and the sheriff's a black man, so certain words are said,
Ah.
unfortunately. But it's a comedy, and actually a really good movie. But the line that it has, oh my god, what is? I feel so terrible not remembering the man's name. Oh, Gene Wilder. It's a Gene Wilder movie. He was you'd probably know that name from the original like Willy Wonka and the
Is
Chocolate
it a
Factory.
musical?
No,
It looks
it
like
is
a
not.
musical.
Oh, it's not. But the line itself is because this old lady called the sheriff a certain word,
Ah.
and there's a scene he's just sitting there looking like blank face, and Gene Wilder's next to him, and then after he says this line, he just cracks a freaking smile. Like, I don't know if it was on purpose or like he couldn't hold it in anymore. But the line itself is, you've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. You know, morons.
Oh no. That's great.
And
That's
it is probably one of the best lines in the entire movie.
also
Um
who is Gene Wilder?
I literally just told you. I literally
No, you
explained
said he was in like
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original one. That was
what?
probably the only thing you. Are you telling me you don't know that movie?
No, I've seen the movie, but who was he?
He's Willy Wonka.
Oh, I thought it was somebody else.
I'm gonna punch you.
Listen, you can ask me about like I don't know, like who you could ask me about Madoka Magica and I'd be able to answer that question. If you ask me about anything else, I wouldn't be able to answer that question.
Man,
If it's not a
there's
musical, then why do they have trumpets
because they do.
and a violin and they're up on stage dancing?
What? You looked at. Are you
I
sure you
looked
looked up
up
the right thing?
Blazing Saddles 1974. Is that correct?
That is correct. It could have just been a scene, but like it's not a musical.
I will send you this image once.
You can send me whatever you want. You're wrong.
They're dancing on stage. There's a conductor.
So
There's a conductor.
It's probably a scene in the fucking movie.
Oh, have you watched the movie?
Yeah, I have seen it. It's just been so goddamn long.
Ah.
It's been ages since I've seen that movie.
I haven't seen most movies.
Yeah, I know. You haven't even. This is episode 2, and we're probably over our time, but I'm going to be honest with you. This man hasn't even drinking a Coke.
That is true. I've never done
drank.
Coke. That's
never
true.
drank never done Coke. He's never drank soda.
Well, okay, now I've drank soda.
I don't believe
Grapefruit
you.
soda.
I no, doesn't count.
Lemon
Screw you.
soda.
Screw you. No, fuck you. I
Lime
am going
soda?
to personally sit you down. That's probably it. I'm going to personally sit you down and force feed you Coke. Like, I swear to God. Me and Plunger. Whatever. The audience knows what we're goddamn talking about. Me and Plunger
I've
are
never
going to tie
drank it
you
before,
down.
so I don't know.
Me and Plunger are going to tie you down and make you watch a bunch of movies and force feed you cola. Like, the fact that there's so many things you haven't done or don't know drive me insane.
So there was I have had swamp pop before.
What in the fuck is that? You cannot. No, I don't give a shit how long this episode is now. What is that? You need to tell me what that is right the fuck now.
It's like I can't remember if it's like a Louisiana soda, but it's like let's see about us.
You're pissing me off.
Yeah, it's a Louisiana company by two brothers? No, they're not brothers. They're cousins. My mistake. Two cousins enter the soda industry. One cousin leaves. But essentially, the idea is that they're like they're a soda pop company, and they make something called Swamp Pop. And apparently it's, well, not apparently, I've drank it. It is actually really good. But I heard about it just from some random guy on Twitter like a couple years ago. And yeah, no, it's actually really good. I like it. They my favorite flavor is, so I've had their File root beer and their cane cola, and I thought both were terrible. I thought they were both fucking awful. But their Pop Rogue and their Satsuma Fizz and their cream soda are good. Like, really good. Like, admittedly, I don't drink soda, so I couldn't put them on a soda tier list. But, you know, I mean, if I had to rank them against grapefruit soda, I would say grapefruit soda is probably better, but, you know.
I need to just, I don't even know, man.
So yes, I've drank Swamp Pop, but I've never drank a Pepsi, a Dr. Pepper, or a Coca-Cola. Anything else? You want to get the bucket list ready? Ask AMA. I've lived under a rock my whole life.
Oh my god. You're killing me.
I mean, you are being inflicted with -2 reason, it's true.
Oh my god.
And actually, you've taken -4 reason because we've started and stopped the recording once.
Yeah. Well, blame my stomach for that.
And we're overtime, so that's just +5% doom.
Oh man, fuck you.
It couldn't be going worse.
All right, well then, let's end the episode.
Well, no, before we end the episode, you have to
Yes,
ask me
before the
one food or drink to see if I've had it.
Man, I don't even know where to begin.
Just one. We can pick up next week.
Oh my god, have you... Slushy.
No.
Not... Okay. Literally, in your entire life, you've never even had one slushy or Slurpee or anything like that.
No. I have not. They're the thick
Wow.
drinks, right?
That was shit.
Yeah, they're the iced yeah, the iced ones.
Yeah, no, I've
That
never
are-
had
that are-
anything like that.
I'm gonna
Thank you for watching -2 reason.
I'm gonna go end it. Like this is the second and last episode. I quit. Done.
Oh no, Joey, I'll have to get Plungerhead to be the co-host
Yeah,
until
good
he
luck.
quits.
He'll quit. He'll quit the second you ask him.
I'll just talk alone then in the void. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it to the end of the episode, we're
Kudos.
sorry. Oh, by the way, by viewing this episode, you signed not to sue. So we're not responsible for
Damn. You hit them with that now at the very end.
Well, they've already signed it. They signed it by clicking on the video, but you know, this is just that when they sue, we can just point to this end of the video right here and say we're not liable for any incidents involving the lack of reason. I mean, listen, you know, you just gotta extract those memories. You know, you'll be fixed right up. You can extract the memory of listening to this podcast to regain your sanity.
Lamau.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.